Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Author Showcase. I'm Keith Williams, your host. And today we will talk about some of the most popular book publishers that are owned by either African Americans or people of color. So we're doing a series of literary podcasts centered around famous African American writers, bloggers, and influencers, which we have done in the past. So now we're going to actually do African American book publishers. So we're going to go to my screen real quick. Okay. So basically, we're going to be talking about African American book publishers. Um, Basically, there are like 16 popular ones that we're going to go through real quick in this segment of the Author Showcase. The top 16 African American book publishers as recorded on writingtips.com, writingtipsoasis.com. So this is the website. You can look over here. This is the website that you can actually go to actually look at this. But we just want to go through some of the uh, top African American book publishing companies. If you are an African American author who has written a book for an African American audience, there's a number of relevant publishers in the United States who might be interested in your manuscript. Below are the top African American book publishing companies that publish everything from children's books, poetry, history, to academic titles. So the first one would be Wayne State University Press. They've been around since 1941 and been one of the first African American book publishers in history. This Michigan-based publisher is committed to creating and advancing knowledge, positivity, impacting global and local communities, and preparing the diverse student body in excel while expanding the reputation of the university and press internationally. Their publications, whether digital or print, inspire and educate. The publisher actively promotes uncommon voices, written word, and the culture and art scene in community. Some of the books that they have include Solitude of Five Black Moons, Home Sweet Sanctuary, and The Session. Now, you don't have to be a student at Wayne University in order to take advantage of it. It just happened to be owned by Wayne State University, which is located in Michigan. But you don't have to be a student in order to take advantage of this African American owned book publisher. So they specialize in a lot of urban titles. Wayne State University Press is currently accepting books in African American studies, fairy tale studies, media studies, citizenship studies, Jewish studies, and regional studies. The press does not publish novels or unrevised dissertations. So if you want more information, on them, you can go to www. Okay, so if you want more information about Wayne State University Press, you can go to www.uwsupress.wayne.edu/authors. Once again, that is wsupress.wayneuniversity.edu/author. Want more information about that, you can go there. All right, so let's move on to the next one. The next one is called Urban Books, which is based out of New York. They are a well-known mainstream independent book publisher that specializes in urban novels that focus on African American themes. This was established about 20 years ago, in 2002, by Carl Weber, and features urban Renaissance books, urban soul, and urban Christian books. Featured books for this publisher include the Black Diamond Trilogy, Trapped Between Heaven and Hell, and Testify. This urban book publisher specializes in African American topics. Submissions are allowed for fiction and nonfiction, except science fiction, poetry, plays, or fantasy. They should be tight, paginated, double-spaced, and readable. Pages should not be bound together. And for more information on this publisher, hold on for just a second. Okay. So for them, go to urbanbooks.net to get more information on that. That's urbanbooks.net. Our third African-American publisher is known as Redbone Press, founded by Lisa C. Moore in 1997. This company is based in Washington, D.C. And the purpose of this, they cater to Black lesbian authors and feminist publishing. Over the years, the company expanded to include the groundbreaking works of Black gay men. Redbone Press has been publishing, so they publish poetry, fiction, anthologies, and some selected works in nonfiction. The publishing house won the Lambda Literary Award and was nominated for several more prestigious awards in the coming years. So this was recently, so they had a lot of awards that came out recently. Notable works including Nothing Ugly Fly, Our Name Be Witness, and Spirit. Redbone is currently open to submissions, and you can post your manuscripts at their mailing address. For more information, please go to www.redbonepress.com. That's redbonepress.com. Right? Next, we have Kensington Publishing Corporation. Founded in 1974 as a commercial publishing house, they pretty much wide open in all sorts of genres when it comes to book publishing. Whether the forte is science fiction, humor, or romance, real crime, Western, or mystery titles, there's always a niche for the author at this New York-based publishing company. The publisher has a whole subsection for African American writers that is also home to imprints such as Urban Soul and Urban Book. Urban Soul, Zebra, Efina, Pinnacle, just to name a few. Kensington is the publisher of that urban author that wants to make a dent in the market and needs a real shot at it. Right now, the publisher is led by Stephen Zacharias after taking over from his father. Kensington Publishing Corporation accepts submissions as Word document typed in 12-point font, paginated, and double-spaced. Currently, the publisher does not accept middle grade, children's, young adult, or poetry submissions. For more information, you can go to kensingtonbooks.com, www.kensingtonbooks.com. Next, we have the Chicago Review Press, which was founded in 1973. Currently, they have 6 imprints, including Lawrence Hill's Books, Ball Publishing, Chicago Review Press, Zephyr Press, Parenting Press, and Academy Chicago. Chicago Review Press is interested in publishing high-quality nonfiction. They're looking for African-American nonfiction, autobiographies, biographies, food, and drink, which excludes cookbooks, Jewish self-help books, history, film, and as more specific on their website. Their website, of course, is, you want to know, what they really offer, just go to chicagoreviewpress.com. Before sending your proposal, an email with a brief query to one of the editors is mandatory. Chicago Review Press is currently accepting only nonfiction manuscripts, and you can find more details by going to chicagoreviewpress.com, www.chicagoreviewpress.com. Next, we have Third World Press, founded by Hitaki Mahabati in 1967. This is one of the oldest publishing companies in Chicago and is still in operation. Third World Press offers a range of fiction and poetry, nonfiction, criticism, and young adult and children's books. Some of the publications include The Classroom and The Cell, By Any Necessary Means, and The Magic of Juju. Their quality literature focuses primarily on critique, issues, and themes related to the African American public. The publisher has a mission to avail this literature to many individuals, including African American readers, who are, of course, their primary audience. Third World Press accepts manuscripts that are sent in original work with a one-page synopsis, an introduction letter, and an outline of the target market intended. You can mail their submissions to Acquisitions, Third World Press Foundation, P.O. Box 19730, Chicago, Illinois 60619. Please allow 4 to 6 months for a response. Not sure right now if they are accepting manuscripts at this time, but you can go to thirdworldpressfoundation.org for more information. Next, we have Lee and Low Books. Lee and Low Books was founded in 1991. Their first book was called Baseball Saved Us. Located in New York, they publish books for young adults and children with a multicultural theme. They aim to address teens and children of color with titles all readers will enjoy. From chapter books, picture books, and early readers. They have products such as Daddy's Arm, I Am Tall, The Pot That Juan Built, and Paris Over Puerto Rico, just to name a few. As of now, the company isn't accepting unsolicited manuscripts. They will, however, consider your work if it's represented by a literary agent. Your project may also be considered if you participate in a writers' conference that was, hold on. I'm trying to get back on track. Just a second. I do apologize. Okay. Okay, so as I was saying before, I do apologize for that. Now, the company is not accepting unsolicited manuscripts, but if you are represented by a literary agent or if you participate in a writers conference that was attended by any commissioned editor of Lee and Low Books, you might be considered. For more information, you can go to leeandlow.com for more information. leeandlow.com. Next on our list is African World Press and the Red Sea Press. This is based in New Jersey. Founded in 1983 to publish excellent titles in African American history, culture, politics, and everything in between. Their books have enlightened and engaged thousands of readers, and the publishing house is constantly looking to add more titles to their portfolio. Some remarkable works include Africa in an Era of Crisis, A Glorious Age in Africa, and A Lullaby for Dad. While the company hasn't included any specific submission details, you can inquire about the process by mailing or calling. And their website is AfricanWorldPressBooks.com. That's AfricanWorldPressBooks.com. And you can get more information about that by African World Press. Okay. Next, we have Rosen Publishing. Founded in 1950 in New York, a publisher of children's fiction and nonfiction books. The company also has multiple employees representing diverse genres. And in nonfiction, they publish some selected African American titles. Some of their notable titles include African American Leaders of Change, and it has several autobiographies of Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, and Churchill. truth. Rosen Publishing will only consider your work if it's represented by a literary agent. For more information, check them out at rosenpublishing.com. That's rosenpublishing.com. Next, we have Afrocentric Books, which is popular with, so they have fiction, so they publish mostly fiction books that feature characters of African descent. The publishing company aims to change the racial status quo in literature speculative fiction. They want to see modern day literature reflecting the world's diversity. They welcome authors with great published stories of African diaspora diversity. They're currently looking for contemporary and speculative fiction, which between 70,000 and 140,000 words. They are currently closed for anthology submissions. The company isn't accepting nonfiction, children's books, poetry, and urban fiction submissions as well. Short stories will only be accepted during their open submission period for anthologies. You can go to their website for more information and also check out their mailing. That's afrocentricbooks.com. It's their website, afrocentricbooks.com. Next, we have Black Classic Press, founded in 1978 with a devotion to printing significant and obscure works by and about people of African descent. The press specializes in publishing works that are out of memory and books like the republished original edition known as the Introduction to African Civilization. They want to extend the memory of significant books that have aided in shaping the Black diaspora experience in their understanding of the world. Black Classic Press accept manuscripts from authors in college and university classrooms who use their books to teach college or university students and will want their books to be considered for publication by the press. So basically, most of this is open to college students. They should send a synopsis, first chapter, table of contents, the best chapter, academic institution's name, department, address, and class, frequently in size, to Natalie at blackclassicbooks.com. Unsolicited hard copy manuscripts can only be returned if a self-addressed stamped envelope is provided. For more information, go to blackclassicbooks.com. Next, we have Yale University Press. Yale University Press has offices in Connecticut and in London, England. So they have a diverse collection of books and genres such as world history, international relations, political science, classics, literature, and more. Works pertaining to African American studies can be found under a broader genre of history. Some of their best works include The African Colonial State in Comparative Perspective, American Lynching, and The African Truth. Yale University Press is currently open for submissions, and you can go to yalebooks.yale.edu to learn more about their submission guide. yalebooks.yale.edu. Next, we have Bear Manor Media. It was founded in 2001 by Ben Old, located in Albany, New York. Air Manor Media is a publishing house that focuses on publishing books about theater, film, TV, historical, radio, and animation. Currently, their catalog features over 900 subjects. Some of the rare autobiographies that they have published, showbiz legends, famous voice actors, writers, directors, and African American showbiz legends. The publishing house has also received content from known authors such as Kathy Garber, Christopher Knopf, and Tom Sawyer. For fiction and nonfiction submissions, the company only accepts ebooks. For more information, please go to airmanormedia.com. That's airmanormedia.com. Next, we have University of Georgia Press, which was founded in 1938. They publish a variety of titles including African American history, African American literature, environmental studies, international literature, southern studies, creative and literary works, as well as regional books that focus on history, poetry, and book. The press is also a founding partner to New Georgia Encyclopedia, which is Georgia's award-winning online multimedia platform. Authors who would like to be considered for their book to be published can go to gaugapress.org. Again, that's ugapress.org. Next, we have Just Us Books, which published multicultural children's books, which reflects the diversity of the United States. It's currently accepting submissions for picture books, chapter books, and titles for basically grade school reading. For more information about me, justbooks.com. Justusbooks.com. Again, that's justusbooks.com. Finally, in this list, we have Two Leaf Press, which is based out of New York, and they are promoting mostly multicultural literature. Since their inception, the company has been driven to challenge the prevailing status quo by publishing quality titles in alternative fiction, poetry, and nonfiction. They also publish titles by activists and scholars. Some of their best work includes Black Lives Have Always Mattered, which is a collection of essays, anthologies, and poems by Black authors in America. While the company is currently closed to submissions, you can keep checking this website. It's called twoleafpress.org to check and see when they will reopen their submission period, when they will be accepting submissions. That's twoleafpress.org. And also too, notice too that a lot of authors tend to use Amazon if you do not want to go to a particular publisher to publish the book yourself. Also too, Carpenter Children's Book Center, Student Education, University of Wisconsin, Madison, also has a list of presses that are owned by Black, Indigenous, or people of color. So they kind of broke it down here. So we talked about African World Press already. Uh, their books is really popular. We talked about Just Us books here. So they got a category. This is African American. So we got Indigenous, Asian Pacific American, Latinx here. And we also have other small press that are committed to racially diverse books. So they kind of do, so their collection consists of authors from all racial and ethnic backgrounds. And let's see if we can find some other. Again, though, that's the list of the most popular ones. So we gave you the top 16 ones. Now, oh, we got some more here. That got some more here that we could talk about. So let's see once we so we got Artra Publishing Group. Which is part of Simon & Schuster, based out of New York. They are a mid-sized publishing house. So they basically specialize in urban fiction, women's fiction, historical fiction, mystery and crime, literary fiction, biographies, memoirs, self-help books, narrative, nonfiction. They do cookbooks, health and wellness, diversity literature, anything that has to do with Black, Indigenous, or people of color. For more information, go to artriabooks.biz. And yes, they are accepting submissions. So these are some of the titles that they have here. Hey, we did Chicago Press Review. And these are some of their titles. We have Akashic Books. They are an indie publisher in New York, and they are accepting submissions. ashikatsbooks.com is where you can go to get more information. Some of the books that they deal with is politics, urban fiction, literary fiction, books pertaining to African Americans, LGBTQ+, true crime, diversity literature, Black, Indigenous, people of color, fiction, and nonfiction. And those are some of their titles. The University Press, based out of Harvard. Those are some of their titles. The University of Georgia Press. They are accepting submissions as some of their books. The Femme Fatale Publishing, based out of Washington, D.C. They are an independent publishing, urban fiction, African American diverse literature, fiction, and anything to do with Black, Indigenous, and people of color. That's who they deal with. They are a small independent press based out of Washington, D.C. You can go to lffpublishing.com for more information. These are some of their titles. And we have another publisher out of Washington, D.C. called Black Classic Press. Oh, I hate when they do that. See if I can get out of here. Okay, here we go. So there's another small independent publisher who are accepting submission, mostly to do with history, biography, and memoirs, education reference, diverse literature, nonfiction, and poetry. Go to blackclassicbooks.com for more information. And here are some of their titles. Arsenal Pulp Press is based out of Vancouver, California, and they are accepting manuscripts. So they basically deal with fiction, nonfiction, children's books, poetry, politics, graphic novels, picture books, cookbooks, stuff for young adults, pre-adolescents, LGBTQ plus. So they have a wide genre collection. ArsenalPub.com is their website if you want more information on that. Here are some of their titles. Next, we have City Light Publishers. They're based out of San Francisco. Another indie publisher, not sure if they are accepting any manuscripts, but they deal with biographies and memoirs, literary fiction, LGBTQ plus, politics, women's fiction, travel, diverse literature, fiction, nonfiction, poetry, and short stories. Go to citylights.com for more information. And that's their best titles that they have here. We did Redbone Press. These are some of their books. Okay. Next. We did Wayne State University Press. Here are some of their books. They are accepting submission. University of Illinois Press, which is based out of Chicago. You can go to press.uillinois.edu. So they do African American literature, Jewish literature, architecture, art, business, environmental, history, humor, law, math and science, photography, religion, and spirituality, sports and outdoors, nonfiction, and diverse literature. So their genres is pretty wide open, and they are accepting submission. Here is some of their titles. The Revolt of the Black Athlete by Harry Eccles. Really think you should take a look at this book. You can actually Google it here. You can actually Google the Revolt of the Black Athlete. If you probably remember here, this was taken from the 1968 Summer Olympics in Mexico City. We did Liam Rowe book. There's their top titles. Melodrama Publishing. They do a lot of urban fiction and romance, type of books. They're based out of New York, and they are an independent publisher. Go to melodramabooks.com for more information. And some of their titles. We did African Royal Press and the Red Sea Press. We did that. And these are their top books. RJ Publication deals with urban fiction, romance, African American fiction. They are a small independent press located in Houston, Texas. For more information, go to jrpublications.com. That's their hit title. We have Cartel Publishing, another small independent publishing press. Same type of genres: urban fiction, African American fiction, diverse literature. You can go to the cartelpublications.com if you want more information on that. Here are their top titles. It Just Us Books, and this is some of their titles. I really like these covers, that we saw. They're like very colorful and they're very vivid. They kind of like really put you, in the mood of what the book is all about. So I really like these. I really like these covers. Next, we have P-Pal Press. They are in London, and they deal with literary fiction, diverse literature, fiction, and poetry. They are an independent publisher, small independent publisher located in London, and they are accepting submissions. Go to ppaltreepress.com for more information. And there are their top hits. And we did Two Leaf Press, we did them. That's some of their hit titles. Next, we have Brown Girl Books, rather, a small independent publisher located in New York. And they mostly deal with, most of the titles here are written by African American women. Go to browngirlbooks.com if you want more information. As you can see here, their top titles are written by African American women. So this publisher is mostly for African American women. All right, we have Royalty Publishing House. Look at these covers here. It's like really vivid, like really vivid. So they are a small independent publishing house located in Atlanta, Georgia. They deal with urban fiction, romance, and diverse literature. You can go to royaltypublishinghouse.com for more information. Just look at these. This is really simple. Noemi Press, a small independent publishing house located in Richmond, Virginia. I did not know that. They do literary fiction, diverse literature, fiction, poetry, and short stories. You can go to noemipress.org for more information. And okay, that's a sample of what the books that they have. We did Kensington Publishing. They have a wide range of genres that they're looking for. They are a mid-size independent publisher, and they are looking for submissions. Those are some of their titles. Okay, we got Urban Books, a small independent press. They specialize in African American urban fiction, romance, thriller and suspense, mystery and crime, Christian, diverse literature, and fiction. You can go to urbanbooks.net for more information. And those are some of their titles. Again, notice how vivid these covers are. Cold Heart Signature, a small independent press located in Atlanta, Georgia, specializing in urban fiction, romance, women's fiction, diverse literature, and fiction that's written to, for, and about Black, Indigenous, and people of color. So these are books is basically written by Cold Heart. You go to coldheartsignature.com. And we have Good to Go Publishing, located in New York, specializing in urban fiction. They are a small independent publisher located in New York. They are looking for submissions and manuscripts. Go to gotopublishing.com for more information. And again, notice how vivid these covers are. Hey, Dafina is a part of Kensington Publishing, located in New York. Basically have the same type of titles that Kensington Publishing has. You can go to kensingtonpublishing.com for more information. They are accepting submissions. These are some of their titles. And we did Third World Press. That's some of their titles. Ronson Books, we did them already. You know, and those are some of their books. Are you ready for a literary agent? Okay, all these pop-ups here. Okay, and that's a look at publishers that are owned and operated by either African Americans, Indigenous people, or people of color. And again, we will continue to have a series of these type of programs to let people know that there are people of color who are authors, publishers, bloggers, and influencers, and we're going to, from time to time, showcase them here on the Author Showcase. So I hope that you got some valuable information. So if you are a person of color and you're looking to publish a book, I hope that you find this information informative. And that will do it for us today on the Author Showcase. I hope that you will tune with us each Saturday. We usually on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, and sometimes we do like special programs as well. So we hope that you'll tune in. Thank you for joining me. I'm Keith Williams, your host for the Author Showcase, and I will see you next time.